Downhill's a new drama comedy starring Will Ferrell and Julia Lewis, I think her name was. And this is not the kind of comedy you would expect. As I left the cinema, the first thing I did was Google this movie to make sure it actually was a comedy. Because going into it, I seen Will Ferrell, I assumed it was going to be a comedy. And I was kind of shocked to see at the end of it that it is a drama comedy, but I really wouldn't consider it as a comedy. I think it's a drama that has a few jokes throughout it, but no way in hell would I call it comedy. And if they want to consider this a comedy, I think it's a terrible comedy. But in terms of drama, I think it's an okay drama. I think the relationship between the man, the wife, the husband, the wife, I think it's okay. It's a very believable relationship, and the kind of the bump in the road they hit is really believable, and you understand from both parties where they're coming from. But the drama is there. It's the drama. It's just kind of stuff like it's kind of exaggerated a good bit. I understand in the scenario from both perspectives where they both be coming from, but I feel like it's just a bit extreme. And I do understand, but I think there's elements to where they kind of just need to calm down a bit. Like, there's elements where in this movie they're both in the wrong in massive situations. Like Will Ferrell, it's in the trailer, but that scene in the trailer is what made me think it was going to be a comedy. But when he leaves his family as a big avalanche comes down, like, in all fairness, he really shouldn't have done that, and you understand the wife's frustration. But the way she handles everything is not really the best, and you understand why he's getting frustrated, because she's kind of handling the situation in a lot of ways like a child would, and it doesn't really work. You can't really get on either sides. You understand why they're fighting, but you can't really agree with either of them, because in a way they are both in the wrong. The comedic moments don't come from Will Ferrell, as you kind of would expect when you see him to have all the comedic moments, but he doesn't really have. There's many scenes where he brings a lot of anger and a lot of dramatic tension to it, but I didn't laugh at anything Will Ferrell did. A lot of comedy came from this actress, Miranda Otto, I think her name was. I actually don't know who she was, but she was very funny, as well as the guy who, I don't know his name, but he was also Gabe in The Office. He was funnier in this than he ever was in The Office, so he was a big surprise to see how funny he was. As well, we got the cameo from the guy from, don't know his name as well. We got the big ginger beard from Game of Thrones. He also had a cameo in it. So there's a few characters a few actors in this movie who make a cameo, like Gabe and like the ginger guy from Game of Thrones, who I thought was pretty cool, and they were the best part about the movie for me in the comedic aspect. But other than that, the comedy wasn't really there for me. And there is kids in this movie, but I feel like the kids are very much an afterthought. They thought, okay, if this was just the man and the woman, I can't see a scenario where the woman would literally stay with her, because there is a character in this movie who literally says, if that happened to me, I'd get rid of him. So I feel like the kids were an afterthought, as in, like, we need a way for the man and woman to stay together. Let's just add kids in there, because the kids don't do really anything. They don't really add much to the story other than the clutch that is holding the two together. Because other than that, the kids don't really do anything. I couldn't tell you their names. I couldn't tell you anything about them. Literally, they are very unmemorable. The only thing they are there is just to kind of keep that little thing going. Surprisingly enough, though, I actually did enjoy my time watching this movie. It's only about an hour and a half, but it really is not a movie I can recommend. The drama I thought was good. I believed everything that was happening. Didn't really think it was that funny, but I just really can't recommend it, because I think it's just going to be a movie that once I finish talking about it right now, I'm never going to talk about it again. And I'm actually going to forget this is a movie, because it is just going to be, it's such a forgettable movie. It's one that's going to be left in the dust. I don't imagine a lot of people are going to see it. I imagine it's going to be one of those movies that ends up on Netflix, no one ever watches it. They search Will Ferrell hoping to watch a good Will Ferrell movie, and this comes up like, oh, let's see what this is, and they'll be kind of massively disappointed because they search Will Ferrell for a comedy, and then this comes up. That's the only way I can actually see someone kind of watching this movie. I know I come on a little bit of ramble there, but that is the only way I can imagine someone actually watching this movie, because for me personally, I really have no ambition to watch it again. I think if Will Ferrell wasn't in this movie, I don't think I actually ever would have seen this movie. But if you have seen this movie, let me know your thoughts in the movie down below. Let me know if you kind of thought it was funny, because I really didn't think it was funny. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Click that subscribe button so you can come back on Friday, where I'm doing my whole Pixar rankings. If you want to see all that kind of stuff, click that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching.